today the topic for today's live is the differences between solvent extraction oil and pressed oil. As we all know, for solvent extraction oil and pressed oil, it is the most two oils in the market, in the oil market. So like if you like to know more about the solvent, how to do the solvent extraction oil, or how to get the obtain the pressed oil, if you like to know how or what is the differences between those kind of oil, you can just stay in my live. Do not forget to subscribe this channel, so that next time when we do live stream, you'll be totally noticed. And right now, if you do have any questions for about the solvent extraction oil or press oil, or if you like to, how are you? Welcome to the live. Thank you for watching my live. How's everything going with you? And right now, today the topic it is about the differences between solvent extraction oil and the pressed oil. And if you like to know more the single details for those two kind of oils, you can just stay in this live. And during this live, if you do have any questions, put your question in the comments so that our engineers team and our salesman can directly give you the answer. So ladies and gentlemen, if you do have the question, shoot your question in the comments to let us know. By the way, our company it is located in Henan province, China, which our factory it is also located in Henan province and China. So if you do want to have a visit, feel free to like leave something in comment. Our salesman can reach you really soon. I mean, especially for recent, there are so many of the foreign clients came to our company to have a visit to see the pressing line, to see about the equipment, to see about our company in their real eyes. And by the way, our company has done the oil and fats business about 10 years. To be specific, it is like 13 years, which means we have accumulated so many successful experiences. So before you start your own oil and fats business, you may want to hear about our suggestions, like what kind of oils it is the most popular one in the market right now, and how to lower the budget, how to save money, and how to obtain the high quality crude oils. So if you like to know more about our company or the pressed oils, okay. So if you like to know more about our company or the pressing line, leave something in the comments. Our salesman and our engineers team can reach to you really soon. And before we start to introduce the differences between solvent extraction oil and the pressed oil, I also want to introduce about our company. Yeah, I also want to introduce about our company. Our company it is mainly focused on the produce and the development of the oil and fats. So we have done the oil and fats business about 10 years, and to be specific, it is 13 years, and we just passed our 20 years anniversary. During this year, we accumulate so many successful experiences during those kind of year, and we do accumulate so many of the previous clients, so that if you like to know. Okay. All right, so it give me alert that there is still about. Yeah, I should done this to cover about the. Anyway, let me lower about it, or I should go bigger. Yes, I think right now it is totally fine. Sorry about the problem that they just warned me about. There is a website, it is on the screen, but anyway, right now it is totally fine. So today's topic it is about the differences between solvent extraction oil and the pressed oils, and later I will totally show you about two different videos to stress out what is the differences between solvent extraction oil and the pressed oil. As we all know, those two kind of oil it is the most popular oils in the oil markets. So there are some people worry about is the solvent extraction oil dangerous or not, because I have seen a lot of articles or like videos they are telling that the solvent extraction oil that is not safe to humans body, it is totally harmful to humans body. Is that true? The answer is no, absolutely not. I mean, because in the internet there is a very strict way to detect about the solvent. I mean, after you obtain the crude oils, when you about to put the oils in the market, in the supermarket, they have a really strict rules to detect about the solvent. So the answer is no. The solvent extraction oil, it is not harmful to human's body at all. It is totally safe if you can see the solvent extraction oil in the supermarket. So when you see about the solvent extraction oil like in the Walmart or in some big supermarket, do not worry about it. It is totally safe for human's body. And later I will totally show you how to how to obtain the solvent extraction oil. How are you? How are you? Welcome to the lab. This is Oliver from Henan Company. Our company and our factory, it is all located in Henan province and China. If you do want to have a visit, feel free to leave something in the comments. Welcome via steamer. Welcome to the live. Welcome. And our company, it is mainly focused on oil and fat business, like development and like the new equipments to design the new equipment. All right, so let's just cut the talk and start to show the differences between solvent extraction oil and pressed oil. So maybe we can start with the pressed oil, because with pressed oil, that is the very normal oil. And you can check about the video that is behind me, but I mean there's a website, it is on the video, so I cannot show you about this whole video. But anyway, for each of the parts I will show, like let you guys to know how to get the pressed oil. Especially if we have all different kinds of oil in the market, like the palm oils, like the palm kernel oils, or like the peanut oil, rapeseed oil, sunflower oils. And today I'm going to use the sunflower oils to show you the differences, how to obtain the pressed oil by using the sunflower seeds. All right, so no matter for what kind of oils you want to obtain the crude oils, you have to clean about the oil seeds to remove about the impurities out of the oil seeds, so that you can make sure the final oil quality, it is high oil quality. So let's just wait for a few seconds, because I can tell this video is about to end, so that we can start at the beginning to let you guys know more how to obtain the pressed oils. And by the way, if this is your first time to come to the live, subscribe to my live, so that next time when I do the live stream, you'll be noticed. So ladies and gentlemen, check about this video that is behind. This is the total factory about the how to get the pressed oil. And just like I said, the first steps is about to remove the impurities. And normally we have several of the steps to remove about the impurities. And the first one, you can check, there is a bucket elevator here. There is a bucket elevator here to do the transportation job. And to the first one, you can see there is a calculator here to make sure like how many oil seeds it is pressed. And then the first one, vibration side, to keep vibrating, remove about the impurities, like the big impurities, like the leaves, like the weeds out of the oil seeds. And then we set a magnetic separator here, and then it is a destoner. Why we set a magnetic separator here? To remove about the magnetic impurities. If there is iron nail mixed with the oil seeds, it may totally damage about the equipment that is behind. And then we get the cracker to crack about the shells and the kernels, so that we can, I mean, in the shells there's barely not have the oils at all. All the oils, it is inside of the kernel, so we separated about them so that we can obtain more oils. Welcome Andy Wang, good afternoon. And right now, this one, it is the kernel and shell separator, because the weight for the shell, for the kernel, it is totally different. So if you want to remove about the impurities of like the shells, you have to have those kind of item. The weight, it is totally different. The kernels will automatically draw down at the outlet, and the shells will collected by the cyclone, which we all have in the factory. And then we got this flicker here, and then you guys can see this is a cooker. This is a cooker to easily control about the temperature, about the water content, about the humidity of the oil seeds, to make sure the oil seed, it is in the best situation to do the pressing way. And then you guys can check, there are several, like 5 steps. So on the first one, the oil seeds is keep rotating. After the first one, it will automatically drop to the second one. And during this cooker, we also use the steam to heat the temperature, to make sure the temperature it is enough for, it is the best situation to do the pressing. And this is the outlet for the cooker. You guys can see that, right? And after this cooker, we using several about like the bucket elevator. We using about the conveyor to do the transportation job to the next station. And during this process, the temperature may go low, and the humidity it is totally influenced by the long way. So we do have another cooker here to make sure that when we press the oil, it is in the best situation. And then we said about the oil presser here to do the pressing job. For this kind of presser, we do have several type according to different capacity. We have single screw presser, we have double screw presser. It is totally according to your needs. And then after the pressing, you guys may notice we do have one conveyor here. Welcome, Mika Zhang. Welcome, Mika Zhang. You may notice there on the conveyor there are so many holes at the below of the conveyor. Why we set that equipment here? It is because after we pressing about the oils, about the sunflower oils, there are some impurities, like really tiny impurities. It is mixing together with the oil. So the oils will automatically drop at the bottom of on the another conveyor, and the impurities it is big. It is the bigger size, so it cannot goes through about the hose, so it will automatically remove the impurities to the next station, and then we have obtained about the pressed oils. So basically for the pressed oils, it is like the physical way to obtain the crude oils. And for this kind of pressed way, what kind of oil it is more suitable for, like the pressed way? The answer is the oil like those kind of oils that have more oil. For example, like the peanuts, like the sunflowers, they do have a lot of oil rate inside of the fruits or inside of the kernels. So how are you, Stephanie? Welcome to the live. How are you doing, Stephanie? Where are you from? This is Oliver from Henan Jin Company, and right now I'm totally showing you about the differences between pressed way and the solvent extraction way. So if you're interested or if you do have any questions, Stephanie, leave your question in the comments so that I can show more about the videos or show totally give you the explanation. All right. So for this pressed way, it is more suitable for those kind of oilseeds who has a lot of oil in the kernels or in the fruits. For example, like the peanuts or like the sunflowers. And normally we are using about the single screw presser or hydraulic presser. It is totally different. And when we obtain about the pressed oils, we have to do the refining job to remove to do like the acidification, degumming, decolorization, and deorientation to remove about the very tiny impurities inside of the crude oils. It is like the physical way to obtain the oils. And by the way, after we obtain the oils by the pressing, the color and the flavor, it is not influenced at all. So it have a lot of nutrition still inside of the crude oils. But when we do the pressed oils, the final oil rate, it is kind of lower than the solvent extraction way, and the oil and the bad oil rate, no, the residue oil rate, yeah, the residue oil rate, it is kind of higher than the solvent extraction oil, and it is normally around 5%. So this is how we obtain the crude oils by using the pressed way. And you can check about the backgrounds. Right now it is doing the pressing. It is doing the pressing job by the presser. You can totally choose the presser according to your needs, according to your budget. Like we do have single screw presser, we do have double screw presser, and we do have hydraulic presser. You can tell us what kind of oils you want to do and what is the capacity you want, and we do have different size according to your needs. And after that, we do set one of the leaf filter here to filter about like the water content or like the very tiny impurities like fibers or something else to make sure the final oil quality, it is really high quality. And after the refining job, you can put the crude oils on the market. And then I want to show you how to get the solvent extraction oils. And by the solvent extraction oil, let me hold a second. I think it will change automatically. No, it will not. And hold a second, ladies and gentlemen, let me change about the videos for you guys so that you can see how to obtain the solvent extraction oil, which is really high efficient oil. And if you like to know more about how to do the press away, and if you like, hold a second, ladies and gentlemen, let me adjust its size so that you can see more clearly how we do the solvent extraction job. Hold a second, ladies and gentlemen, let me adjust its size. All right, so right now for this video, yeah, I can totally show you more about this video. Ladies and gentlemen, check about, because there is no website on the video. Yeah, this one, it is a solvent extractor here, which we normally use a lot of times by using of when we do the solvent extractions. And first, let's just have a briefly look about how we obtain the solvent extraction oil. And for the solvent extraction oil, it is totally the chemical way that we how we obtain the crude oils, and it is more suitable for the low oil rich oil seeds, for example, like the beans or like some really tiny oil seeds. And after this, the solvent extraction oils, we all have to do the refining job. And the oils, the crude oil that we finally obtain, there's no taste, there is no color, it is just the pure crude oils. But it has a really low oil residue rate. It has a very low oil residue rate. It is lower than 1%. And so it is more suitable if you have a really large capacities or a really high mechanical way to obtain the crude oils. Welcome everyone, welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Henan Doing Company, and right now today's topic is the differences between pressed oils and solvent extraction oils. And right now you guys can see the oils and the solvent, which we normally use unhexing to totally mix together. And then we will, right now, after a really totally mixture, we will get the like micellar, which it is how we call the mixture of the oil and the solvents, the crude oil and the solvents. And then we use the pump. Next steps, the next few stations is how to remove about like the solvent out of the crude oils. And this is the first one. And the temperature, it is around 40 degrees. And this, right now you guys can check, there is a liquid and gas separator. And this is the heat exchanger to save a lot of like the heat cost. And this is the second evaporator. The temperature inside of this equipment, it is normally around 6 degrees. And besides, you can check about this really tiny equipment. It is the second liquid and gas separator to separate about the gas and about the micellar. And right now, you guys are about to see our DTDC. This DTDC, and later I will explain how this DTDC working. Really high efficient. And the temperature inside of this DTDC, it is about 100 degrees. So after this one, we can totally save a lot of solvent cost and to get a very high oil rate. That is how we obtain the crude oils by using the solvent extraction way. And the total difference, let me just make it short. The total differences between pressed oil and solvent extraction oil, there are like 3 or 4 different costs, differences. The first one they have different processing technology. Like pressing, it use the mechanical pressing to get the crude oil out, Well, solvent extraction is using the N-hexene, which you guys can see here, to extract the crude oil out, which belongs to like the chemical method. And no matter using pressing method or solvent extraction method, the final oil you get is crude oil. It is not edible oils. So which we need to be refined into edible oil. So no matter in both way, you have to do the refining. But like the pressing way, it is a physical way, and the solvent extraction way, it is like the chemical way. That is the differences of like the different processing technology. And second one, they have totally different oil residue rates. After pressing, usually the oil residue in the cake it is around 5% or 6% or 7%. By using the solvent extraction method, the oil residue rate can be lower than 1%, which with the same amount of the oil seeds, you can totally obtain more oils by using the solvent extraction way than pressing way. And the third difference is they had the different application range. Both pressing and solvent extraction can be used to process common seeds like soybeans, like peanut, rapeseed, sunflower, sesame, and some ordinary oil seeds. But relatively, solvent extraction is more suitable for like low oil content rate oil seeds like the soybeans and the rice bran for input capacity about 30 tons per day. And as for high oil content rate seeds like peanuts or sunflower seeds or sesame for input capacity, it is from 1 ton per day to 100 tons per day. It is better to press first and then choose whether adding solvent extraction or not. So you can totally choose according to your capacity, to your budget, to the oil rate that you want. And the final differences between solvent extraction way and the press way, it is they have the different machine cost. For same input capacity, usually the solvent extraction methods cost more than pressing way. Because solvent extraction plant it is anti-explosion type workshop, which means all the pump and all the like electric motor inside the plant is anti-explosion type. You can choose the different processing methods according to your budget. So it is still like the same. If you have a large capacity, if you want to do the like the oil workshop, the whole big large capacity workshop, you can choose about the solvent extraction way. Have low residue oil rate, can obtain more oils, and really high efficiency, and totally safe. But if you have a low capacity to deal, and you do not care about like the residue oil rate, you can just choose about the pressed way. Anyway, in the market, no matter in China or in the other countries, the pressed way it is like a very popular just at the solvent extraction way. So you can totally choose according to your needs, according to your budget. And let me show you about the DTDC one, because what is it right now? Yes, right now over this part it is the DTDC part. Let me show you how this equipment is working. All right, for this DTDC tower, during working, like the mixture like of the oil take in from the tower top inlet pipe, first loading the overflow tray of the first unit tray, and then the overflowed thick mixed oil shape very thin liquid certain flowing down at the surface of the cone-shaped tray. And after adapted by rain tray, still take on liquid film flow to the overflow tray of the second unit tray. Again, the overflow to shape film flow from up to down, and the mixed gas combined direct steam and solvent is going upward. Contact with the converse flowing liquid film layer by layer so as to driven out of the solvent of the mixture of the, or we can just call it like a micella here. That is how that DTDC is working. And ladies and gentlemen, if you do have any questions for how should I how should I obtain the crude oil by using the presser, or how should I obtain the crude oil by using a solvent extraction, you can tell me what kind of oil seeds do you have right now, and what is your budget, so that I can give you, our engineering team can give you some recommendation according to your needs, according to your the real situation. And by the way, our company, it is located in Henan province and China. Our factory, it is also located in Henan province and China. And if you do want to have a visit, leave something in the comment. Recently, there are so many foreign clients come to our company and come to our factory to have a visit. So if you like to check more details, just leave something in the comment. Our engineering, our assistant will contact you as soon as possible. Do you guys have any questions for those two different ways to obtain the crude oils? And if you do, just don't be shy, put your question in the comments to let me directly know. Yeah, I mean, there are so many previous clients have asked about this question before. They told us they heard the unhexing, it is like the gas. Is it totally safe for human body or not, or is it bring harmful to human's body or not? The answer it is no, because after the solvent extractor, we absolutely do a lot of steps to remove about the solvent, and in case to save your cost, we have several steps to collect about the unhexing to make sure the final unhexing aid is totally collected by the DTDC, and so many steps. And by the way, there is a very strict request, no matter in our country or in the other countries in the internet, or like the international countries, they have a very strict request for the solvent extraction oils. If you can see the solvent extraction oils in the supermarket, which means they bring no harmful to human's body. And I will use China's request as an example. The final oil that we see in the supermarket have 4 grades. The first grade, it is the highest grade, and the fourth grade, it is the lowest grade. And for different grades, they all have different requests, but they all like obtain about the color, like the smell, or like the impurities content, the acidifications, something just like this. Especially for the acidifications and the solvent rate inside of the oil, it is a very strong request. So if there is no solvent content inside of the oil, if they cannot detect it about it, which means it is totally bring no harmful to human's body. And for the third grade and for the first grade, for the solvent extraction rate, for the solvent rate, it has to lower than 50 mg per kilogram. So do not worry about the solvent extraction oil will bring harmful. It is harmful to human's body. All right. And let me show you more about the solvent extraction oils, so that you guys can know more about the solvent extraction way. I mean, in the market, there are 2 type of extractor. Right now, we are using about the rotary extractor, which it is most efficient and most popular one in the market. Hi everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to the live. If you do have any question, put your question in the comment to share your question with us so that we can give you a perfect recommendation about about the pressing way and about the equipments here. Hey, how are you? Welcome to the live. The viewer that from YouTube, because right now I'm doing the two live stream together. One is on the Alibaba and the another one it is on the YouTube. And if you guys do have questions, just let me know, alright? And let me sharing more things with the solvent extraction oils or pressed oils. How about let's see about the pressed oils. Hold a second, ladies and gentlemen. Let me try my best to show you the this one. Hey everyone, welcome to the live. Right now, I'm trying to show you guys about this one, which is how to obtain the solvent extraction oil here. And right now, you guys can see this is our extractor here. Extractor. I mean, for this one, before we do that, we may set a time. For example, we will set it like 2 hours. So during these 2 hours, all the oil seeds and all the solvents will keep mixing together like in these 2 hours, and you can check there are so many scrapers inside of this extractor. And during these 2 hours, the oil seeds will rotate with the solvent to make sure it is totally mixing together. And at the left bottom of this equipment, and you guys can see at the left bottom of this extractor, there is the outlet, which means all the solvents will out at this part. And then you guys can see we have this closed conveyor here to do the transportation job. Yeah, this sealed screw conveyor to make sure during this process there is no other impurities will mix into the oil seeds. And this is our DTDC roaster. And later I will show you again how this one it is working. For this equipment, it is to remove about the solvent from the mill. And this is the inside of this extractor. All the oil seeds will get into this extractor on the top of this equipment, and this is the outlet for it. And right now you guys can see the bottom part, it is mixed with the solvent. And then we are using pump to spray about the solvent into those kind of oil seeds to make sure they are totally mixing together. We are using pump to spray the solvent on the surface and on the bottom side of the oil seeds. And you guys can see it is a totally closed equipment, so the oil seeds will keep moving with this conveyor again and again and again to totally get mixed with the solvent to make sure the final oil rate. And after like 2 hours or 3 hours, we can just set a time for this extractor. After the time, all the oil seeds will totally mixing together with the solvent. And this time we call it like micellar. It is a mixture of solvent and oil seeds. So at the left bottom part, it is a micellar outlet. So right now we're about to do with the micellars. And you guys can see this is a micellar centrifuge evaporator, separator. And this is micellar holding tank. All the micellars will get into this tank, and so that we can control the whole speed for this whole process. And also we are using a very special pump to transport about the oil rate, for example, like micellars. And this is the pre-evaporator, so that we can evaporate all the solvent out of the micellars. And this is the first evaporator. The temperature inside of this equipment is normally around 40 degrees. It is not a very high temperature. And at the right part, you guys may notice there is a very tiny steam and liquid separator to like separate about the gas that it is producing in the first evaporator. And after the first step, we have this heat exchanger here, or we can call it like micellar heat exchanger, to exchange the temperature, because during this process, the first steps micellar just came out from the first evaporator, and it is like warm hot temperature of the micellar, and the new micellar or the cold temperature micellar will start to get into the first station. During this part, they can exchange their temperature to save like the cost. And then we have a second evaporator here. The temperature inside of this one, it is around 60 degrees. And also we do have a liquid and gas separator here to separate the gas out. Steam liquid separator, the second one. And then we do have a holding tank, or we can call it like a temporary storage tank. And then you guys can see this is our steam stripping tower to remove about like the impurity, the solvents. How does this one work? I mean, for this one, or we can call it like DTDC tower. It have a really special like working theory. During working, the thick mixed oil take in from the tower top inlet pipe, and first loading the overflow tray of the first unit tray, and the overflow thick castella shape, very thin liquid certain flowing down at the surface of the cone-shaped tray. After adapted by ring tray, this still take on liquid film flow to the overflow tray of the second unit tray. Again, overflow to shape film flow from up to down, and the mixed gas combined direct steam and solvent is going upward and contact with the converse flowing liquid film layer by layer, so as to dripping out the solvent of the micellars. You can see all the micellars from up to down, and the steam is from the bottom to the up, so that it can remove about the solvent. And then after this one, it have a lot of like refining part to like the degumming, deacidification, the colorization, and deodorization to make the crude oils into like the edible oils. If there anyone still in this live, say something in the comment to let me know that you're here, so that I can share more items for you guys. I just talk about a lot of solvent extraction way to obtain the oils, and then I want to show you how the pressed way works. I mean, no matter for the solvent extraction way or pressed way, we have to do the cleaning process to remove about the impurities before we press the oil or before we extract about the oils. Normally, we have a few steps. For example, I will use like the palm oils to as an example because that is the most different one because palm oils they for 1 pound fruit they can obtain two oils. One it is the palm oils and second one is the palm kernel oils. So before we do the press or or extraction, we have to make sure there's no impurities. For example, like the fibers or like the leaves or like the sticks mixing together inside together. So we do have like the sterilization, we do have the digestion, we do have like the threshing. Oh my god, it is a lot of. I'm totally confused. Or let's just use sunflower seeds as an example because that is the most. Uh, yeah. Let's just use the sunflower seeds as an example to show you how before we do the pressing, what kind of process it is may need. And let me lower for these videos. Yeah, check about it. This is how we clean the process from the beginning to the end for the sunflower seeds oils. And first we use the bucket elevator to transport the sunflower seeds. And as you guys can see, we do have a calculator here to make sure like how many oil seeds it is get into this equipment. And then we have this vibration equipment to keep vibrate to filter about like the big impurities. And then we do have a separator here, a magnetic separator here. I mean, the magnetic separator, it is not expensive at all, but like the for the later equipment, for example, like the destoner or this cracker or the pressing or the that is kind of expensive to make sure to protect. In order to protect about the equipment, we set the magnetic separator here to separate the magnetic items out. For example, like the iron nails. Welcome, Colton. How are you doing, Colton? Kadi? Kadi. How are you doing? This is Oliver from Henan Doing Company. And right now, today's topic for today's live, it is the differences between pressed oil and solvent extraction oil. And if you'd like to know more for those two kind of different way, leave something in the comments or just say hi to me. This is a cooker. Oh my god. And by the way, our company has done the oil and fats business about 10 years. Like to be specific, it is 13 years, which means we have accumulated so many successful experiences during those kind of year. And before you start your own business, you can contact to us. We can totally share the experiences with you guys. What kind of oil it is the most popular one, had the more uh, uh, values, commercial values, and which kind of oils, which kind of equipment it is suitable for your oils, or how to obtain the high quality oils. I mean, after you compared with several of the companies, or equipment or pressing line, I'm sure you will come back to us because we have the most high efficient pressing way, and we do have the most wonderful price, most wonderful deals for you guys. So I'm sure after the comparison for our company's product to other company's product, you will finally come back to us. No matter for palm oils, palm kernel oils, rapeseed oils, sunflower oils, or peanut oils, or some other ordinary oils, you can all contact to us. We have all those kind of pressers, the filters, for example, like the plate filter, or like the, yeah, let me show you how to press the, like, this video, it is only about the sunflower oil pressing way, or I can share about the palm fruits, palm oils pressing way, or the palm kernel oil pressing way. You can follow this account. Next time when we do the live stream, you'll be totally noticed, ladies and gentlemen. So, in one word, the differences between solvent extraction oil and the pressed oil, there were 4 differences. I'm sure you guys have already know it. The first one, it is they have totally different processing technology. Pressing is using the mechanical pressing to get crude oil out, while the solvent extraction is using unhexing to extract the crude oil out, which belongs to chemical methods, and the pressing way, it is a physical method. No matter using the pressing method or solvent extraction method, the final oil you get is crude oil. It is not edible oils which need to be refined into edible oils. And the second one is they have a totally different oil residue rate after pressing. Usually the oil residue in the cake is around 5% to 7%. But by using the solvent extraction method, the oil residue rate it is lower than 1%, which means with the same amount of oil seeds, you can obtain more crude oils by using the solvent extraction way rather than pressing way. And third one, they have totally different application range. Both pressing and solvent extraction can be used to process common oil seeds like soybeans, like peanuts, rapeseed, sunflowers, sesame, or some ordinary oils. Relatively, solvent extraction is more suitable for low oil content rate oil seeds like the soybeans, like the rice grains, for input capacity above 30 tons per day. As for high oil content rate oil seeds like peanuts or sunflowers, the input capacity from 1 ton per day to 100 ton per day, it is better to press first and then choose whether adding solvent extraction or not. And talking about this, for every equipment, we have different capacities. I mean, for different capacities, we do have different size of the equipment. Like, no matter for 1 ton per day to 5 ton per day to 10 ton per day or 100 ton per day, we all have different capacity equipments. So tell us which kind of oils you want to obtain or your capacities. We can give you the best recommendation to you according to your needs. And if you like to do the oil and fat business, you can just contact to us. We do have a lot of 3D videos, especially the viewers that is from YouTube. We do have like the 3D videos, the pictures, or the feedback from our previous clients can share to you. And if you do want to visit about our company, leave something in the comment. Our assistant will reach to you ASAP. Our company, it is located in Henan province, China. And our factory, it is located in Henan province and China also. And if you do want to have a visit, leave something in the comment. Our assistant can reach to you really, really soon. No matter for the single machine or this whole processing line, it is all inside of the factory. Like yesterday, I totally bring the live stream to the factory to share with you guys about the equipments, like the very single details, because during the videos or during the pictures you cannot see through about the details information. For example, like the double screw squeeze, or like how this equipment it is working inside of the working pressing line. If you are just checking about the 3D videos or the pictures or the video that our previous clients sent to us, you may not notice what is the specific details inside of in your company's equipment. Anyway, if you like to do the oil and fat business, contact to us. We have done the oil and fat business about 10 years, 13 years, which accumulates so many successful experiences. And by the way, our equipment have been shipped to all over the world. For example, like Nigeria, Congo, and especially in those countries that is from subtropical area countries or tropical area countries, especially for the palm oil presser and palm kernel oil presser. That is the most hot equipment inside of our company. And if you do want to know more details about the palm oil business or the palm kernel oil business, contact to us, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you will totally amazed by the quality of our equipment and the high efficiency about our equipment here. All right, before I ending my live, how are you, Dimmer? No, not Dimmer, which I would call you like Domingos. How are you doing, Domingos? Welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Honan Dream Company. Our company is mainly focused on the producing and processing oil and fats business. And if you would like to start your own oil and fats business, if you need some of the like the pressers or the whole processing line, contact to us. We are not only doing about the palm oils, palm kernel oils, but also with the ordinary oils. And our company has done the oil and fat business about 10 years, which it is 13 years, and our equipment have been shipped to all over the world. Thank you so much. Our equipment have been shipping to all over the world, about 100 countries, and we do have our office in Nigeria. We do have our own company, our own office in Nigeria, which if you are from the country that is near to the Nigeria, and if you want to place order inside of our factory, you can easily to do the save a lot of cost for like the. How are you, Domingos? Welcome to the live. I have noticed this is your second time to get into this live, and I noticed you are checking about the palm fruit oil presser, palm oil presser, right? If you like to know more about the palm oil presser, contact to our salesman. They can show you the 3D videos. I mean, before, for the last live, I'm showing you guys about the palm oils, palm kernel oils. But for this live, the topic is the differences between pressed oils and solvent extraction oils. And if you like to get no matter the single presser or the whole processing line, you can all contact to our salesmen. They are waiting for you in 24 hours, and they can definitely show you more 3D videos and about the real equipment, how the real equipment working, and like the feedback from our previous clients. And by the way, if you place the order inside in our company, we have 1 year warranty, which means in this year, if the equipment you purchase in our store have any questions or have any problems, you can easily contact to us. Our engineering team and our salesman can reach to you with the perfect solutions in 24 hours. And how are you, Rahim? Welcome to the live. Where are you from? This is Oliver. And where am I? Yeah, we have 1 year warranty. And the shipping, you do need to worry about the shipping, because for the shipping for the shipping, uh, all the equipment it is totally protected, totally protected by the wooden bars and by the plastic covers. So if you want to know the every single details for shipping, for the equipment, for the ordinary oil and fat business, leave a message or directly contact to our salesman. They are waiting for in 24 hours. Leave your like WhatsApp number and leave your about leave your WhatsApp number so that we can easily to contact you as soon as possible. And let's check about our. And if you do have any questions, leave the comment inside of the question place so that we can show you more. And if you do want to have a visit for our company or for our factory, directly leave something in the when you contact to us, so that our engineering team and our assistant can show you around about our company or factory. Because like yesterday, I bring our live room to the factory and show you about the equipment inside of the factory, like the refining plant, like the palm oil presser, like the oil presser, especially in Southeast Asia or in like subtropical area or tropical area. Those kind of presser, it is the most hot presser in those countries, and our equipment have been shipped to all over the world, about 100 countries, and we do accumulate so many successful experiences to press the oils, like the solvent extraction oil, and press the oil, peanut oils, palm oils, palm kernel oils. You can just leave a comment to us so that we can show you more about what you want. Are you still here, Rahim? Are you still here, sir? And if you like to know more about our equipment, let me know, please. Please let me know. Or what kind of oils you want to do so that I can give you the perfect recommendation for you. All right, before I go, let me address about the differences between the solvent extraction oil and the pressed oils again. In case you are just new here, there are 4 differences. The first one, different processing technology. Pressing, it is using mechanical pressing to get the crude oils, and solvent extraction oils. How are you, PG? Welcome to the live. And pressing is using the mechanical pressing to get the crude oil, and the solvent extraction is using the unhexing to extract the crude oils, which belongs to chemical method, and the pressing way it is the physical method. No matter for using pressing way or solvent extraction way, the final oil you get is crude oils. Well, which need to be refined into edible oils. And the second difference is the oil residue rate. After pressing, usually the oil residue in the cake is around 6 or 5 to 7%. By using the solvent extraction method, the oil residue rate can be lower than 1%. And they have the third one, they have the different application range. Solvent extraction is more suitable for low oil content rate oil seeds like the soybeans, like the rice grains, and input capacity about 3 tons per day, 30 tons per day. I mean, as for a high content oil seeds like the peanuts, like the sunflowers and sesame, for input capacity from 1 ton per day or to 100 tons per day, it is better to press it first and then choose whether adding solvent extraction or not. And the final differences between those 2 oils is they have totally different machine cost. Like for same input capacity, usually solvent extraction method costs more than pressing method, because like the solvent extraction plant is anti-explosion type workshop, which means all the pumps and all the motors or the equipments inside of the plant, it is anti-explosion type. You can choose the different processing methods according to your budget and according to your. How are you? Welcome back, Rahim. Which kind of oils you want to do? Please share it with me. I'm so curious about it. Which kind of oils you want to do? Or have you already started your own business? Our company has done the oil and fats business about 10 years. We do accumulate so many successful experiences in oil and fats and business, especially for the palm oils or palm kernel oils. We have done a lot of promotions on the basis of other countries' equipment. For example, let me just give you a very simple examples. The presser. Yeah, it is the most essential equipment inside of the processing line, right? So for the most of the equipment, they do have the screw inside of the equipment. That is true, but they didn't polish about the squeeze, which means if you press the oils by using this kind of equipment, it will easily to cause the problems of the plug. All the materials, all the oil seeds will easily to get the cause the plug problems inside of the presser, so it will have a low oil rate. But in our company, after we produce about the squeeze, we done the polish job, polish the squeeze like it is really smooth. So all the palm fruits or the all the palm fruits get into this presser. The fruits, it is totally get in touch with the squeeze really smoothly, so it will not easily to cause the problems of the plug situations or like some damage about the equipment. And by the way, for our equipment, for this presser, it is a really high quality one. It is very durable one. If you use it properly, you can use this presser about 6 months. That is no problems. And some of our previous clients have been using this presser about 1 year without any questions, with any problems. If you when you purchase about this presser in 1 year, we have 1 year warranty, which means in this 1 year, if there's anything wrong with this equipment, you can easily contact to us. Our engineering team and our salesman can reach to you with the perfect solutions in 24 hours, so that it will not influence about your business. So Rahim, are you still here? Which kind of oils you are doing right now or you want to do? In our company, we have different capacity equipment, like from 1 ton per day to 100 ton per day. We all have the different size, different capacity equipment. So you can basically easily tell us about your informations. What is your budget? What kind of oils you want to obtain, so that we can give you the perfect solutions, perfect recommendations, equipment for you. All right? I'm still here, Rahim. I'm waiting for you. So you are from Malaysia, right? Are you from Malaysia, sir? Or if there's no more questions, I think I will ending my live really soon. And by the way, this is Oliver from Henan Drilling Company. Our company is located in Henan Province, China. Our factory, it is also located in Henan Province in China. If you do want to have a visit to see the equipment, to see about our company in your own eyes, contact to us. Leave your WhatsApp number to our assistant. DM me about your WhatsApp number, so that our salesman, our engineering team can reach to you really in a really efficient way. All right, if there's no more new questions, I think I will ending my live right now, and I hope everyone have a really wonderful time. And if you didn't subscribe for our store or for our channel, do follow us. Next time when you live stream, you'll be noticed, so that next time we show you different ways about our companies, so that you can be noticed. And all right, that will be all for today's live, and I hope you guys have a really wonderful day. See you next time. Bye bye.